Hello! Today I'm giving it a bit of a channel slash life update because I haven't been making videos recently, and yeah, that's kind of wound me up a bit, and I thought I'd just explain what was going on. So the week before last I attempted to go out and fly for the first time. Some of the lockdown restrictions had just been lifted, so we were able to go to a field where it was a public field, i.e. we didn't have to pay to go there and fly. I had the field that I'd been using, but I hadn't flown there since December. But you know, I loaded up the backpack and I toddled on down to the field. It took about 50 minutes. I hadn't walked that far since my knee operation. The knee operation hasn't been the great fix that I was hoping for. It was going okay. That week I'd done a lot on training on the bike and doing a walk, but last week I've been completely off my feet. It's just starting to get back where I can start walking again. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, it took me over 50 minutes to get there. I got there and there is a new big fence erected around it. There was building work happening. Basically all my original fields that I used to fly on had been turned into houses. This I thought was out of the way a little bit further, and I thought I'd have some time there, but it's not, it's gone. So I have to admit, I got a little bit sulky about this. I'd been using those fields since 2012 when I started flying FPV for the first time with my tricopter. And these fields are so good because they were within 10 minutes walk. I could pop down there, I could do some flights. No one else used them except some professional dog walkers. I'd taken my daughter down there, we'd made some fun videos together. I'd walked with the family and the dog, and we'd just used it as a recreational area. Once all those started going and they started erecting fences, we started sort of moving places, and sort of this was the last bastion of hope for flying, and now that's gone. So yeah, I got a little bit sentimental about all the great times I had there, and a little bit upset that I couldn't use it anymore. For where I am, I've always felt that it wasn't registration that was going to kill the hobby. It was going to be the places left to fly. We're just getting squeezed out every time there's a sort of open space. It's either like people object to other people using it to fly stuff, or people come and build on it. At least in this country. I know there's other places where you've got like loads of space, but for us in the UK, literally a postage size bit of green and people will either have picnics on it or build a house on it, so there's not much to do. Now there are other places around. You've probably seen me going through the woods before, and a few places under sort of power lines and stuff, but I'd gone down there with this guy. This was the quad I built from the Rush FPV stuff, and I need this would be a maiden FPV flight. I need something other than really dense tree cover to fly in. I wanted to see how far the VTX would go and that sort of thing, so it wasn't the case. I also had a couple of these sort of toy grade things to test out, and so for that we need a large open space, we need range to test things. It just isn't conducive to doing that sort of stuff in sort of tree stuff. Great for toothpicks and whoops and stuff, but not like larger quads where you're faster and you need a lot more space. If you look back on my videos, you see I'd flown in other places. There's a place I visit with my buddy Neil where we fly fixed wings. I've also gone down to a farm my sister-in-law owns, but these are less accessible. It's a difference between I can go out to my local field, or what was the local field, and spend a couple of hours. Anything else is a day trip, and because I've got responsibilities to do stuff at the home and get my daughter from school and that sort of thing, these always been a little less accessible. So although in the long term I'll be back flying and hopefully reviewing stuff soon, short term I'm grounded. I can't get out to those places. The knee is causing me problems, and I do need to search for new places to go to. There's nothing within walking distance now, unless I use the trees, which is for some of them, but no fields, which is a shame. It does mean that you will see less from me here on YouTube, certainly in drone related content. Now there may be non-drone related content here because I've got projects going on. The sim is the big thing I've been throwing myself into lately, so perhaps there'll be some dev work stuff that I might publish. Don't know yet. Let's see how it goes and see what comes. But I just wanted to bring up to date on what I was doing, just in case any of you guys were missing me. Of course, if this has popped up in your suggested videos and you're thinking, who is this guy, then stick around, subscribe or something if you like. Anyway, I hope all you guys are doing well. You're out flying, you're keeping safe, and you're just having a good time. I hope to be back with you soon. In the meantime, bye for now. Well, you've made it to the end of the video, so thanks once again for watching. If you like what you saw, then please consider subscribing, and if you really like what you saw, then be sure to check out the link to my blog for a variety of ways in which you can help support this channel.